Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another video reaction. And before we get into this video, guys, I just need to give a big thank you to everybody who has been subscribing. We finally got to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. It's been a solid year and a half that it took us to reach that goal, and I couldn't be happier. I'm so thankful that a lot of you guys are enjoying the videos, and I hope that I can only keep improving and becoming better and better. And we might do a stream, at some point, a bit of a celebratory stream. I don't know, it's been a while since I streamed with you guys, since our usual Game of Thrones streams have taken a bit of a backseat until House of Dragons. Guys, I know I'm ashamed. I should have started House of Dragons way earlier than I have. It's coming, I promise you. It will be on the way, the reactions will be on the way. But today, guys, we're gonna be watching episode 4 of The Last of Us. Episode 3 was such a pleasant surprise, really. I talked about it for like 20 minutes after the episode ended, if I remember correctly, after I watched episode 3. It's just the way that they did Bill's and Frank's story, guys. The way that they gave us a hopeful, positive story, instead of, what we got in the game, which I explained a little bit in that reaction, which was a much more bleak story, that instead of kind of like giving us a bit of a break from all the misery and sadness that our main protagonists have kind of been experiencing up to that point, they kind of like gave us even a bigger stab wound that we will have to deal with. That is in the game. In the show, they went an entirely different route with it, and as I said, as somebody who had played the game and expected something different, I was so pleasantly surprised. It was a great episode on its own. Somebody might have called it filler, but it wasn't filler at all. It's, as I've said in the ending of the episode, and I know I'm rambling already, but I'm gonna try and keep it as short as possible. As I said in the ending of the previous episode, the Bill story is a very important story when it comes to Ellie's and Joel's bonding progression. And instead of going with how the game did it, which, as I explained in the previous reaction, through the things that Ellie and Joel went through with Bill's character, they formed a stronger connection. In the show, they did a great change up with that, but still the final outcome remains, even if not as elaborate, even if we didn't get to really see the bonding happening in real time as the characters tried to survive the things that went on during the Bill arc. It still gave Joel a similar nudge towards kind of like embracing the feelings that he clearly is starting to have towards Ellie in terms of being her protector, her father figure. Obviously him losing his child who was of a similar age, all of those things, the obvious parallels between the two. It resulted in the same outcome. It did the same for the story. It drove the story similarly to how the game arc did, the Bill arc, but with a completely different tale. It's such a good thing when a writer is capable, or I don't know, it's multiple writers. I don't know how many writers worked on the show, but when the writers are able to do that in an adaptation and not lose the importance of the arc, because at the end of the day, we are following Ellie and Joel's story. As much as we love all these other characters, it's still the Ellie and Joel story. So the fact that they were able to do a separate episode, it kind of felt like we're following different characters just for one episode though. But at the end of the day, the lesson that we also got, maybe as viewers, but in the end, that kind of like Joel also had, with Ellie reading him the final message that Bill had for him, helps to push our two main protagonists towards the outcome that the story is intending to have for them in this first season, at least. Already rambling. I just, you guys told me that you enjoy how much I'm like kind of like geeking over The Last of Us. What the hell? This is my channel. If I want to ramble, I'm going to ramble as much as I want. Before we jump into the episode, though, I just need to give a special shout out to all my amazing Patreons for all of the support. Chaklo, Firini, aka Archangel, Berry Switch, Heather, Nettles, Mars of France, Precious Lily White, Machiavelliaton, and Hayden Coyle. Thank you guys so much for being patrons of the channel. Your support means the world to me, and for anybody who would like to check out the Patreon, the link is in the description down below for full-length reactions as well as other Patreon exclusive benefits. I don't know if I'm ready to experience what we're about to experience because I know what's coming, or at least I think I do, because the show apparently likes to have its own twists and put its own sauce into it. So I don't know, maybe I have no idea what's coming. Maybe I think I know what's coming. Like I was talking in the start of episode 3, I'm like, oh, I know what's coming, and I was hating Frank throughout the majority of the episode because I thought I knew what was coming, but none of that came. So I probably have no idea what's coming, but I can kind of maybe guess that we are gonna meet and lose some other very loved characters very soon. I already talked for too long. Let's jump right into The Last of Us Season 1, Episode 4, guys. Let's go. Cheers, everybody. Not sponsored. Have I talked about how much I love The Last of Us music and soundtrack? I don't know if I have. I don't think I have really expressed the extent of how much I love the score for The Last of Us games, both of them. It's the same composer. It might be my favorite soundtrack and score of all time. I'm being honest. Like, I adore the score. What are we doing, Ellie? Wait, she's doing... Okay, this is kind of like a bit of a nod, maybe, at the workshops that you had in the game when you had to upgrade your weapons and your character. Can't we just keep talking endlessly about how great of a job they did creating the world of The Last of Us here?
It's a siphon. It's when liquid travels against gravity.
Look at Joe!
Pressure.
You don't know.
I know it works.
Oh wait.
No wandering.
So there is a very similar scene in the game, but it's about a gate, like not a gate. We're getting the English word for it. Kind of like a gate. It works like a gate, but it stops the water. We call it phragma in Greek, and I don't remember the English word for it. But they had a very similar conversation in the game about that, right? He was kind of explaining how it worked. He knew what it did, but Ellie asked him to explain it, and he just couldn't explain it. He knew how it worked though. So I like how they added that in here.
This is your fault then. It doesn't matter how
Band book! The band book, yes! Yes! They couldn't have not added this in the show. It's perfect for a bit of a comic relief at all times. You guys can actually purchase Ellie's band book, by the way, do you know? If you go on Amazon, I think, and you look up band book, it's gonna be an exact replica that somebody made of Ellie's band book with the actual Ellie bands that you had in the game. I don't know if they're gonna have the exact same ones in the show. I think this, it doesn't matter how much you push the envelope, this was in the game, if I remember correctly. And you can actually purchase Ellie's band book, which I might or might not do. Because I kind of saw it recently and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want the band book. But I'm so glad they added this. Yes. Thank you, showrunners. Thank you. I mean, it's obvious. It's like writing gold for a writer to have just a character that just pulls out palm books for comedic relief. Like, come on. Especially a character like Ellie. Come on.
No pun intended. Volume 2 by Will Livingston.
Exactly this book. It's exactly no pun. It has the duck. It has everything. Go get it or don't. I
Volume
don't
2.
know. But
Look,
it's
you get
it exists.
2 like TOO. What did the mermaid wear to her math class? an algebra. Like, I stayed up all night,
No.
wondering where the sun went. And then it dawned on me.
Feel free to wait in the truck.
No, I'm geeking already. I have posted 100 times. I can't. Okay, listen. To also give us an amazing shout out to Bella Ramsey. She has killed Ellie so far. It's not an easy role, guys. I don't know if you guys, some of you have seen the discourse, creepy pedo discussions aside, outside of that weird shit. The character of Ellie is so beloved. I don't know how to describe Ellie. It's just a combination of amazing writing, a character that is placed in a story that desperately needs this character, next to a character that desperately needs this character, right after a very similar character, which is Joel's actual daughter, has died unexpectedly. We were all shocked when we first started playing the game, I'm pretty sure. Although we had seen the cover art, maybe, at least I'm gonna speak for myself, I knew that his daughter wasn't with the girl that I saw on the cover art for the game. But for some reason, while I was playing the game, I had completely forgot about that. And it's like, when it happened and when we lost Sarah, I was like, what the fuck? Where do we go? Like, this is, okay, talk about a traumatic beginning to a movie, to a game. But you're like, I'm gonna miss Sarah, because you already love Sarah in the first, like, few, how much is it? Like, the first part of the game is like barely 40 minutes. Like, I'm gonna miss this girl already. I loved this girl in this little span of time that we got to spend with her. And they did a great job on the show with that too, on the with the first episode. And you're like, whoa, why did we lose this character? I love this character. But then you get Ellie, and Ellie is literally, which is why Joel instantly kind of like, she can't help but turn into this instant father figure for Ellie. Because they are basically, it's like Sarah reincarnated. I don't want to say Sarah 2.0 because it's insensitive for poor Sarah, because we love Sarah. But it's like, it's Sarah on a fucking steroids. Like, she's even more just, I'm gonna just say what it is. I'm gonna bust Joel's balls every time I can, but it's all gonna be from a place of love. I felt Ellie was gonna be the hardest character to adapt. Joel is Joel. We've had Joel-like characters. I felt like Ellie, though, it really needed to, like, if you don't get Ellie right, the story of Last of Us can't work. Obviously, if you can't get Joel right also. Ellie needs to be, the performance needs to be very, very specific, while at the same time, hopefully, gives us something more in the show, or something different, not something more necessarily. Such a difficult role. I don't know if Bella Ramsey has played the game. I'm gonna go and guess that Pascal hadn't. I'm also gonna go ahead and guess that they probably told them to not, if not play the game, kind of like get acclimated, meaning probably watch some of the cutscenes. Kind of like how I told you guys should probably go. If you enjoyed the show, it would be a good idea in my opinion. If you don't want to go and play 10-12 hours of a campaign from the game and go through the gameplay and all that, you can find all the cutscenes on YouTube and kind of like follow it along. You're gonna miss bits and pieces from dialogue and stuff that happens during the gameplay, but you're gonna get like a lot of more Ellie, Joel, and characters you love. Even more background, maybe, and backstory if you want to connect the canons between the show and the game. I'm rambling again, but yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna keep talking. So Bella is killing the role of Ellie so hard that it makes me so happy they casted her. Because I don't know, like, obviously there are a lot of good child actors. I don't know how old Bella Ramsey is currently. I don't know her exact age. I don't know if she's underage. I don't know if she's over 18. Regardless, she looks the part. She clearly, if she has played the game, she clearly understood and like got the. I can see why she tried to get, if she was the one that went after this part and they didn't just told her. She's killing this. I can tell that she loves the character. I can tell that she studied the character, like all of it, the spunkiness, the expressions, the change in like attitude from like just busting Joel's balls to kind of like, oh, whatever. I'm kind of over this. You're not playing along with my stupid jokes. You're not playing along with my games, with my jokes. I'm trying to be a little bit light-hearted, and you're just moody and angry all the time, Joel. I'm kind of like over it. But as I'm leaving, I'm gonna also crack another joke at you. it's such a good dynamic of two characters. But Ellie's was gonna be the make or break for me, and I feel for a lot of people. And again, as I said, outside of creepiness aside, from these pedos that are upset because they didn't cast I don't know who for the role of Ellie, because maybe they looked more like the character, which is all of it is based on some weird ass shit. I'm so glad they got Bella Ramsey, because she's absolutely nailing every bit of the character so far. Every bit. Shout out to her, obviously. Pedro Pascal also is killing it. But also shout out to the writers. Shout out to them too. Because some of the extra dialogue that isn't in the game that they're adding, now it's like so good. They must have been fans of the game. I don't see how you get writers who aren't fans of The Last of Us to write the game. For the game of The Last of Us. Anyway, we're almost 25 minutes in, and it's only been like 5 minutes of actual episode playing. My bad, guys. Excuse me, my geeked out ass.
Plows on them and clear the roads for their tanks and such.
I want to see a tank.
Okay, hold on.
Will.
I got something. Here. This make you all nostalgic?
Yes! Yes! Last episode, I said, oh, I'm kind of sad. They kind of like didn't give us all of the scenes of Ellie and Joel in the car, leaving from Bill's place and traveling to where they're going. And I'm kind of like, a bit disappointing on that front, because there were some great character moments between the two of them in the car while they're driving. And here they are. I feel like they're gonna do them here. Because I'm like, maybe because they're not gonna go, like they sometimes change some stuff around, put some lines earlier, later, that type of stuff. I'm like, maybe I'm kind of rushing to be disappointed here. Maybe they add it in the next episode. And yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they fucking do. Joel's not gonna be, you know what, this is actually before my time. Still a winner though.
This is actually before my time.
Right.
It's a winner though.
Ah, yes! It's so small. It's so small. It's insignificant. Most of you watching right now, you're like, what is this guy geeking about? But it's that to me. Is she also gonna have the magazine?
Got something else.
Yes! 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 Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to get through this fucking show. Never mind, I'm not gonna be able to get through this episode.
It's light on the reading, but
I think it's such a good scene.
Oh, no. Put that back. That's not for kids.
I
Ellie.
want to see what all the fuss is about.
Okay, they literally got all the lines.
Why are all
From
these
the game.
pages stuck together? I'm just fucking with you.
Bye-bye, dude! Yes! That's what I wanted. I wanted these moments. I just wanted these moments. They are important moments. I don't care. They're like insignificant to a lot of people maybe. But to me, these are the moments. These are the important moments. If you're gonna adapt The Last of Us, you need to adapt these important moments. Zombies and stuff, they're alright, I guess. But this, look at how they, wow. Did they actually trash places and kind of like, look at this. My god, look at this. Yes. My god, this is so beautiful. What? Where is this? Where was this shot? Stunning. Stunning.
Next morning.
So can we start a fire? I'm freezing.
Now, why am I going to tell you no?
Because infected will see the smoke.
No, fungus isn't that smart.
Other people.
This is too
Yo.
remote for infected anyway.
So what are they gonna do, rob us?
Well, they'll have way more in mind than that.
Some
Okay.
unfortunate foreshadowing for later on this season, maybe. One thing is for certain, I don't care if we're too far away for infected to be here. I'm not sleeping in the woods. Like this. In sleeping bags? No. I'm not doing this now, and there are no zombies around. Give me a tent, at the very least.
Joe! Ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
Is he gonna say pan?
Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Someone's gonna punch her.
Because
She
he was
would never.
standing in his field.
You dick!
No.
No, it's an old
I go
pan.
to sleep.
It's dad jokes. He was a dad, you know. No, no, not doing this. I'm not sleeping like this.
No one's gonna find us.
Good job, Joe. That's why he made sure that his gun was ready. Because nobody's finding you here. I mean, just kind of like... Couldn't they have found somewhere else to go? Maybe in a cave or something? I don't know. Sleep in the car? At the very least? What's wrong with... What happens to sleeping in the car?
Oh, what the fuck is that?
You don't like coffee?
Never had coffee? Listen, the last thing actually that Ellie would need is coffee.
It smells like burnt shit.
I love my
There's
burnt
no map.
shit.
Odds are he'll be near a settlement. Probably close to another city out there. Ain't too many of them in Wyoming.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
Really? Cheyenne.
Whose name?
Your brother.
Tommy.
Younger or older?
Younger.
Why isn't he with you?
Long story.
Is it longer than 25 hours? Because I think that's what we got.
I wonder how are they gonna do the reconnection between Tommy and
Tommy's
Joe.
what we used to call a joiner. Dreams of becoming a hero. Cut to 12 years later, outbreak happens. He convinces me to join a group making their way up to Boston, which I did.
He
Mostly
joined the
to keep an eye on him,
Fireflies.
keep him alive. And that whole crew, well, for what it was, it worked.
And they
Tommy
did
was
some
finally-
shit.
Of course, last I heard, he quit the Fireflies too. So now he's on his own out there, and I gotta go get him.
Tommy's doing fine. So, you'll see.
I mean, you gotta try, right?
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know.
But why are you though? He asks you a
Keep going for
question.
Family.
Oh,
That's about it.
I'm not family.
well.
You got up pretty early if you want to grab more sleep.
I'm not even tired.
Cut to her sleeping. Yes! Yes! Exactly the same! Exactly the same. Thank you. This is gonna be the first interaction with the real enemy of the show, which is, as usual with zombie titles and shows and movies, humans. Human beings. We just can't help it. Zombie apocalypse going on. We will all get killed eventually by one of those things. But you know what we should do? Gang up against each other. Clearly not a good place to be right now.
Please help!
Nope.
Put your seatbelt on.
Are we gonna help him?
No.
He's not even hurt. Oh, he didn't say it.
Are you okay?
So true to
not
the
hurt,
game,
I
bro.
don't think so.
Why am I
Not
clencing
danger.
as if they are in any way in danger of being
Stay quiet.
hurt here?
Go!
I wanna see how they adapt like gameplay scenes like this. We're gonna get an over the shoulder third person like in the game, and they're gonna switch it out. Oh yeah. And I like how they're giving us this angle. This is the in-game angle. Oh wait, is he going to use the gun? Yet another difference. Ellie did not shoot a gun until way later in the game. Okay.
It's okay. It's over. We're not fighting anymore. I don't know what to do. My legs don't work. My mom isn't far. If you can get me to her.
Joel's gonna kill him though.
We can trade with you guys. I'm Brian. What's your name?
Who's gonna do what here? Joel's gonna shoot him. Is Joel gonna shoot him? Because this is gonna be foreshadowing for... Anyway.
Get back behind the wall.
No. I'm sorry. Please. We can just talk. I'm sorry.
This is a great thing they're doing here.
Please. I'm sorry. No. We can just talk. Mom.
He was screaming for his mother. Sorry guys, I'm pausing again. Oh my god, yes! You guys will realize why I'm screaming, why I'm happy about it. I'm not happy. Rest in peace to Brian, he said, right? I mean, he did try to kill us. And he was shooting at a real little girl too. And if he caught us, some vile stuff probably would happen to us. So, I'm sorry Brian, but Mom will have to find out you decided that you wanted to go hunting humans in a zombie apocalypse. But, however, this, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, this like kind of related to season 2 stuff. I like that they're doing this. It's going to pay dividends. If not, because I don't know how they do, what they include in this season, if they include anything from possibly season 2 into this, or game 2 into this. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, know what I'm talking about. For future reference. Like, have scenes like this in the back of your mind. Just have these things. Like, save them. Bookmark these scenes. This was purposeful. This is purposeful. What they did here. This wasn't in the game. This interaction, this scene was not in the game. This interaction between one of these bandits named Brian, not in the game. But I understand so well why they included this. So well why they included this. Interesting how they gave this like to Ellie. How Ellie used the gun so early in the story. Well, we're halfway almost through the season. It's episode 4. It's 9 episodes, but still. It's earlier than what she used it in the game, and it's a very, very big moment. It's a very big moment in the game. It was very big in here. Added to it the thing that Joel just did.
I'm okay. I'm good. I got some food in here still, and I got your light, so.
Look at her trying to like
What
be
now?
like, I'm not phased. They got fucking Brian. These NPC dialogues. If you know, you know. But they got fucking Brian, yes.
Oh, the truth?
Kathleen.
Catherine, who?
The Bergquists. You know where Henry is.
Henry?
Lawyer.
Our Henry? Our Henry? The Henry that we will meet? That Joel and Ellie will meet? Our Henry? I don't remember Catherine in the game. Am I forgetting? This is a new character? By the way, this actress, Melanie Linsky, am I remembering the name correctly of the actress? Great actress. She was in 2.5 Men, and she was in a Netflix movie called I Don't Feel at Home. I don't want to live in this world anymore, right? Or I don't feel at home in this world anymore. Something like that. A Netflix original. Great film. She was great in it. What is she doing here? Who is Kathleen? But is she talking about our Henry? The Henry.
Attention.
She's gonna shoot this guy, isn't she?
Where my brother was beaten to death.
Oh, you were wronged,
Brother is Henry?
and I'm sorry.
I don't know how that would work if it's our
This
Henry.
has gone too far.
She's gonna shoot you. This is a telltale
I'd have to
camera
stop now,
shot
you
of
mean.
when somebody's
Now
about
that
to shoot
you're in
somebody.
the
I think.
cell. But before, people dying was okay. When you were safe and protected and ratting on your neighbors to Fedra.
They put a gun to my head.
Here. Have I satisfied the necessary conditions for you to talk?
I never told them anything about your brother.
But Henry did. And we know that he's still in the city.
Okay, so Henry's not her brother?
And I think that you know that too. You think I won't do it?
I will think you will. You will. As he's talking.
I'm your doctor.
Bitch.
Will he live?
Last time, guys, I promise. So I'm starting to think Henry's definitely our Henry. So C. So they are not Fedra. She's part of like these hunters.
What if I had a doctor?
There's no chance. I'm sorry.
Is she about to shoot the doctor?
Open it.
Okay.
This is Henry's work, and he won't stop until we stop him. Find who did this. Find every collaborator and kill them all.
Okay. With the people. Right. I won't lie to you guys, I'm a bit confused.
Not fireflies, so who are they?
That's what I'm trying to find out too. Ellie, who the fuck are they? So Henry must be the Henry that we know. Must be. They're not gonna add another Henry and confuse everybody.
Like 4 blocks away.
But I don't remember a Kathleen. Like that type of thing. I don't remember a doctor. Like this must be their thing. Good. That we're gonna have the gang
You
conversation
okay?
where Joe's gonna be a dick about it.
You all right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have had to.
Okay. She's actually being
Well, you're glad I did, right?
okay.
I know what it's like. First
This is
time
different.
you hurt
This is different.
someone like that. I'm not good at this.
Yeah, you really aren't.
I mean, it was my fault, and I'm sorry.
So different actually than the conversation they had in the game. Joel's coming from a much more mature, emotionally mature place in the show here.
It wasn't my first time.
I think that's also different. If I'm remembering correctly from the game again.
Show me your grit.
So different. Hold on.
Finger off the trigger. Now, who taught you that?
Fedra school.
Figures. Over your thumb. Left hand. Squeezes down on the right. Got it? Look it. Okay.
Why is him teaching her how to shoot people so adorable? Our little future assassin in the making. So different from the game. So different. And I'm kinda like wondering, like, again, are they gonna try and do like something similar to what that conversation is like in the game, in a different scene, or are they bypassing this phase of their trust factor between the two of them? It was a big deal that Ellie shot a guy, so it was in a similar situation like this. Somebody had Joel down and was probably gonna kill him. He was drowning him in water in the game. And Ellie, their gunshots firing. You have a great shot when Joel is underwater being drowned, and you see like bullets. I think, if I remember correctly, again. And you get up, and it's Ellie holding the gun, and she's terrified. And if I remember correctly, that was the first time Ellie shot somebody, at least a living person. So then Joel is furious at Ellie for shooting. The real reason, like, this is kind of up for interpretation, although not really, if you kind of understand Joel and where he's coming from with Ellie. He's furious at Ellie. From Ellie's perspective, Joel is just being a massive dick. And some of it is PTSD. He's like, you could have fucking killed me. You're like, you don't know what you're doing, you just shot somebody, you're blindly shooting people. He went through that thing with Ellie. Ellie's fucking traumatized because she just shot somebody, right? And she now has to deal with Joel just having his own demons, battling his own demons. In reality, I'm like, I think like pretty self-explanatory. Joel is scared of Ellie being in combat with guns and stuff, because that's the easiest way for you to get shot. So he's scared for Ellie being shot, because Sarah got shot. All of that thing. So they have a big, it actually like, it lasts for a bit in the game, right? And by that time, we already had gotten used to some, to happy-go-lucky Ellie, making jokes Ellie, Panbook Ellie, light of the party, or even though it's the zombie apocalypse Ellie. And then they have this big, like, kind of like argument, their first real big argument after the initial one, after Tess died. And Ellie, because Ellie's at this point like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? I'm out here, I'm traumatized, I just killed somebody. And those are not shootings, by the way, outside, but somebody's celebrating for some reason. And now the dogs are gonna start barking. Of course they would do this as I'm recording, because why the fuck not? Bear with me, guys. And Ellie's kind of like, she's dumbfounded, and she's like, but you're glad I did, right? I know you're upset right now. Ellie's like maybe thinking, oh, he's upset because I could have killed him accidentally. That's what she's processing, because she doesn't really know Joel's backstory. And she's like, but you're glad I shot him, right? But like in a bit of a more, not as sarcastic as I did it. But really she's feeling like, what is this problem here? And Joel doesn't tell her, yeah, I'm glad. He just continues to a bit rant on her and kind of like scold her like a child, like a father would do to a child. And then they have like a very good emotional scene where Ellie kind of snaps at him. And this is not the first time we see Ellie snap, but this is kind of like the first time where we see like, hold on, like, see, Ellie's kind of like always kind of like, how again, she's cracking jokes and all that type of stuff, but she is like really trying here to not freak the fuck out that she just shot somebody. And again, they did this in a way with Ellie in the show, kind of like how she reacted to Joel. Her initially shooting the guy, him kind of like telling her all these things about his mother and all these things. And Ellie's, you see it in Ellie in that moment, that's completely freaked out. And I love how she tried to act it off, like, oh yeah, I'm used to this, I'm not. Clearly she was distraught about what happened, but she tried to be strong for Joel. She didn't want Joel to think that's kind of like it's gonna be an issue for her, so that he wouldn't trust her with this shit. At least that's how I got it in the show. But in the game, they have this big back and forth, and Ellie goes like, well, fuck you, man. She's like, seriously, she's like, fuck you. Like, how about the thank you? How about you like, thank you for doing this. It was either me or him. And she's like, I like the line, it's like, it was either me or him out there. Thanks for saving my ass. You have anything like that from me, Joel? Because it's really what I was thinking when I was playing. Like, I'm like, at some point, Joel, can you just say thank you to her? Because we would have been dead. I was clicking the buttons, but it wasn't doing shit. And that was a very emotional scene. That's why I'm kind of like wondering, kind of surprised actually they didn't have it here. Joel and Ellie's emotional scenes, they have so many of them. I really hope they include as much of them in the show as possible, because they're just so damn good. I'm not even exaggerating. So good. This was, I wouldn't say it's like one of the top ones that I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't believe they didn't have this. But I feel like it was a very strong scene between the two of them, which I will say I'm a bit disappointed that they kind of like went this route. Yeah, then again, I like that they making it different. Joel, TV show Joel, a lot more emotionally mature by this time than video game Joel was, and ready to actually like give Ellie some like fucking guidance and support and be like, try and comfort her in this situation. In-game Joel didn't give a fuck for a minute there, because again, it's all about the post-traumatic stress. But that's all I had to say. Again, I rambled for a long time, but I figure since I have the game perspective and some of you guys have seen the show, I feel like it's interesting to kind of like compare, right? Because this is not like again, it's not a blind reaction to The Last of Us. I know the story, So I feel like this might be interesting for some of you guys. If you guys are like, Greek guy, just press play in the comments. I'm gonna be like, okay, gonna step back from all the posing. Ultimately though, like they did with the Bill and Frank story, ultimately it results in what we saw here. So they kind of like cut out this middle part, but ultimately all of this results in the kind of like Joel ending up opening up more, because it was allowing himself to be more vulnerable in the fact that, okay, first of all, I can't do this by myself. I'm not a one-man wrecking crew. I could actually use your help. 2, I'm actually putting my pride and my past to the side a little bit, and I understand that first of all, I need to show you that I trust you if we're gonna continue as a duo. I can't treat you like you. I know you're a child, but I can't treat you like one. Not in this post-apocalyptic situation that we're in. It doesn't do me any good, and it doesn't do you any good. And also, I'm gonna start opening up to you a little bit more, even more so, because I'm gonna actually finally say sorry. Because at some point, Ellie is very adamant in Joel, first of all, saying thank you for saving him, and then saying sorry for how he acted towards you afterwards. And he does in the game, and it's a very sweet moment. He does it with his own way, but ultimately Ellie understands that what Joel told her in that scene was him saying sorry. He doesn't say, it was him saying thank you. He doesn't say thank you. He says it was him or me, or something along those lines. It was either him or me, which is what Ellie told him in the early in that scene. Then he goes down some stairs or some shit, and Ellie, when Joel leaves, that walks down the ladder, Ellie looks at him and he kind of like looks at where Joel was. He kind of like smiles and she kind of whispers under her breath, "You're welcome." It's such a such good writing, such a good scene. I love that scene. I love that whole Ellie actually getting to shoot a gun arc, and that's why I'm a little bit disappointed. But again, they might do it differently, and we love it still, because this was also still very beautiful. Okay, super supportive Joel right now. Ooh, good job, Joel. You really helped her get through this, actually, very quickly after she shot somebody. Okay, you were very nice to her. Yeah. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna be like super invested in this guy's storyline. Now, if they took that part out to add some random character here, I don't know if I'm gonna be all for that aspect. Because who the hell is Kathleen and why should we care? If she's talking about Henry and we get to meet our favorite, and a second favorite duo outside of Ellie and Joel in the first Last of Us, that would be cool if we get to meet them earlier. Maybe spend some more time with these characters. I'm trying to remember if any of these characters were in the second game, and they might be teasing some shit, but I don't think so. And I really like this actress, so I'm kind of like hoping I'm gonna like Kathleen's character. Okay, that's definitely them. Yeah, that's definitely them. Yes, that's definitely them.
Henry won't let Sam starve.
I see where they're going. I see where they're
Around our
going.
provisions. He's fucking close. What?
What the fuck? Who? What? Which infected are we dealing with? Is it a bloater?
When do we tell the others?
When we tell the others that there's what?
Not yet. We can deal with this after.
Kathleen.
After.
What is this?
See you.
Ellie. God damn it.
Where'd you be without me, huh?
By now, Wyoming.
Yeah. Walk
I don't think so. Do we get to meet Sam
Make our way up.
and Henry
Take a look at the city and find our way out.
already?
Hey, you know that guy who said he was hurt? How did you know it was an ambush?
Ah, this was in the game. This combo.
I've been on both sides.
Him and his brother.
And the people we were with.
And the people you were with.
My brother, too.
Did you kill innocent people?
Come on.
Oh, Joel. He did what he had to do.
Shit. 33 floors, that's good.
Did he
Gonna
get
have
up
to be.
33 floors? Yeah, I would have been Joel.
Give me a minute. Lazy ass. 56 years old, you little shit.
Are we making too much noise? No? We good? Are we sure? We sure there's not too much noise?
Joe.
This is smart.
Joe.
What?
What are you doing?
What does it look like he's
I don't
doing?
want someone sneaking up on us while we're sleeping.
I get it. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You sure you're gonna hear it?
Of course I'll hear it. That's the damn point.
Is this when Henry and Sam are gonna appear? Crunch, crunch, crunch.
What did you mean it wasn't your first time?
I don't want to talk about it.
What did Daddy shoot? I'm trying to remember. If I'm not remembering right.
So it gets easier when you get older?
No.
No, not really.
Joel? Did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
What?
It runs in your genes.
Yes. Make this a thing.
That is so goddamn stupid.
You laughed,
I
motherfucker.
didn't laugh.
Yes, you did.
Jesus, I'm losing it.
This is big time.
Chemistry, writers, acting. You all are killing this. Thank you guys. Are we gonna get up? Meet Sam and Henry though?
Joel!
Yeah. It's alright, don't worry. Look at them. Look at them. They're you. They're you. You heard the same thing. Who is singing? This is Bella Ramsey singing. I feel like you can tell by my reactions how much I'm enjoying this. Yeah, I'm loving this so far. It's probably like along with Game of Thrones so far in the channel, obviously. But I'm probably enjoying these reactions probably the most. I'm just having a blast with this. Because, you know, it's such a good story. It's like everything about The Last of Us. That's why this game is fucking iconic, best of all time discussions, like just story and characters in general for me. Because it's so good, like, and they're doing it right, and that's why this show had such good reviews. Because, like, how can you not love the story and the characters? And they're doing such a magnificent job of it. I don't have anything. Like, if I was having like notes at the end of episodes where it's like I'm gonna have like pointers, 10 out of 10. I can't really, outside of that part about the gun, maybe, but that's just a personal thing for me. I really like that type of arc, that little arc they had. But like, it's not really necessary. They added a lot of cool stuff in this. I'm gonna say, I hope that the Melanie Linsky arc, Kathleen thing, where they're gonna tie it in with Henry and Sam a little bit. I hope they're not kind of like the mid-show villain, where it's gonna be like they have to have an antagonist in like for this part of the show. Because in the game, I guess in this part it was just a random group of like hunters, they were calling them, right? Where they would just go around, kill people, rob them, possibly amputate them. A lot of horrible stuff going on. But they weren't really like focusing on them that much. They were always only focusing on Joel, Ellie, and then Henry and Sam when they got introduced later on. So I think they're trying to give it more of the perspective of the hunters a little bit, which is this group, I guess, that they're highlighting here. That can also play dividends in season 2. Again, that's why I was thinking I was trying to think of the characters' names in game 2, because I saw what they did with that one scene. I'm thinking steps ahead for this. I'm thinking way down the line. If the writers are as meticulous and good as I'm kind of like thinking they are so far with what they've been doing, they didn't just randomly put that there. So I'm kind of, that's why I was trying to remember the characters' names. I'm like, are any of these characters in the second game? They're not ringing any bells. Maybe they're just like the mid-season kind of like antagonist group that we're gonna have to run from and escape with Sam and Henry by our side, because yeah, they are gonna become a great not duo, not trio, quartetto, what is it called? They're gonna become a great team. Yeah, I already talked way too much, so I'm not gonna bore you guys in this outro. Thank you so much for joining me on another reaction. This is a blast. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are enjoying these reactions. And I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Have a good one. Bye.